Here we go. All right, gang. Hey, today we're going to go over what I'm calling a flashy, attention-grabbing lick. And it certainly is. It certainly sounds fast, and it is fast, but you know, it's actually not that hard to play. I want to urge you to listen to the end of it because I do have a very interesting surprise at the end of this video, or at least fast forward to it if you're not interested in this, to show you. First things first, I do have this tabbed up, the basic lick. So let's go over that first. So the basic lick, I'll play it sort of slower if I can here, is this. Okay, we're going to start here on the 5th string. Okay, so you can see what we're doing here is we're using a lot of open strings to generate a lot of speed. So because this is an A chord that we're hitting first, we're going to play a lot of notes that are in the D major scale or A mixolydian, same notes. All of the open notes work, and that's what that gives it a little bit of extra oomph. Although you can do this in pretty much any key, you can get away with it to a certain extent. Okay, however, let's take a look at it a little more slowly. So we start out with the 5th string, and it's the open, and then hammer on to 2 and 4. And then on the 4th string, same thing. Okay, and then on the 3rd string, same thing. All right, so the first part is... Then we're going to do the same thing now with the 4th string. Okay, same thing with the 3rd string. And now we're going to move up the neck. So we'll just move it and hit the open and then tap 4 and 6. So far we have this. You can see you can generate a lot of speed with that. Okay, now we're going to play the open 2nd string and then hammer on to the 5th and the 7th. And then finally, hammer on to the top string, to the high E string, the 1st string, and then do the same hammer, 5 to 7. And we're going to then slide that up, that 7th, all the way up to the 10th, and come down on an A major arpeggio. Okay, so we'll slide up to the 10th, and then play on the 1st string 9, 2nd string 10, 3rd string 9, 4th string 11, and 5th string 12. Let's play the whole thing slowly now. Okay, now let's think about how you can use this sort of lick or this sort of idea. One of the ways I like to use the lick is or the idea is to move up the fretboard. Let me give you an example of that. Suppose I wanted to move from this position, right, all the way up to, say, this position. You know, both of these things are A chords, right? And this. Right, this right here, both of those are there. So what I might do is I might target a particular note, like it could be this note here, this A, a particular note that's in that chord. So for example, it could be the A up here on the 2nd string, 10th fret, or it could be the E on the 3rd string, 9th fret. In fact, let's use that one. All right, and say I want to target that, and that's where I wanted to end up being, so I can then continue my solo, or what have you, and I'm playing in A. What I would do is I would simply target that note and then use the 3rd string as my ascending string up that scale. So this happens to be a D major scale, so I might do something like this. I'm playing an A. So something like that. And you'll also notice that one of the things I did, and I like to do, is I like to play the, whatever that hammer on and pull off is, I like to play it twice, and that just gives me, for some reason, I find that very comfortable to do. A lot easier to move up that way. Anyway, that's a nice way to move up and down the neck, and a nice idea you can pull through besides this lick. All right, now here's the kicker. Here's the surprise that I was going to show you. All of this unadulterated sound is played on this little tiny amp. You heard it. All of this came out of this, the amazing Blackstar Fly 3. Now, I think I'll probably do a short review on this sometime in the future. It's not all, you know, rainbows and unicorns with this thing, but it is an amazing little amp for this. Runs on batteries and all. All right. Anyway, gang, hope you like this one, or hope you found something useful that you can take out of it, and we will see you on down the road.